Okay, I am going to do a video. It's been so long. Um, I haven't done a video in almost 7 weeks. I've been very busy. I've been writing a lot, and I have been editing a lot, and I have, we got a new kitty. Not that that's taken a huge amount of time, but it's been fun keeping the dog and the kitty separate. The dog would attack anything. So they're getting along great now. We had to slowly get into, changing routines and everything. But it's worked out well. Anyways, so I kind of burned out writing about a week ago, and I have been editing a lot of my work that I previously wrote. And then I just started, being more playful with my interests. And I started thinking about reading with playing cards. And towards that end, I revisited Anna Cortez, and I watched another one of her videos again. She's terrific. So her whole thing is using playing cards to read, not tarot. And she has wonderful resources online. She also has a YouTube channel, which I will link to, Anna Cortez. And so I ended up looking for, I have some playing card decks, but I found this on Amazon, and I fell in love with it for some reason. I don't know. It's really, the card stock is just gorgeous. Wouldn't it be great to just, instead of taking a tarot deck, just take a deck of playing cards anywhere you may be traveling or anywhere you are, and just use a regular playing card deck. This one is from Bicycle, of course, and it's not in order. But I was thinking, I want to use this deck. I had other playing cards. I have a lot of playing cards decks, but I haven't been using them for divination or whatever you want to call it. So I decided to get this deck, and it's called the Fae deck. Bicycle for the Fae deck. And they're just beautiful cards. They're just silk in your hands. They're just so beautiful. And they're the pips, of course. But then they have these beautiful court cards. The Queen, another Queen, Jack. So I thought they were quite beautiful. Like, the Celtic, is that the Celtic cross? Sort of similar to the Queen of Spades. Anyways, so I started, I think I want to read with this. So that got me thinking about, once I bought the deck, then I started thinking about reading playing cards again. And a lot of it is paying attention to the elements and the numerology. So it's easy to kind of pick up if you just want to work with the elements and numerology. Show you, I'll just run through the deck real fast with some of the court cards. Just very pretty. Beige on a beige background. Look at that. And this is the Queen of Clubs. Another Jack. So this is on Amazon. I got my stuff on Amazon. The Ace of Spades. The King of Diamonds. The King of Spades. The King of Hearts. It'd be great if they're all, sort of color, had pictures on them, but maybe it's better that they don't have pictures on them, to be honest. So I started with the deck, and then I thought of Anna Cortez, and I went and started looking for my decks of Anna's, and this playing card oracles, this is the book she wrote. It's very informative if you want to read playing cards. Now, she does have her own system, and it follows a little differently than the tarot. So there's some adjustment there, but it's not a huge adjustment. Her original deck was this deck. I have a copy of this that's not in... I have two copies of this. One is not in plastic and one is. So I couldn't find my other one. I think my other one is in a bag, so I couldn't find that. But I have this one. So, so the book is fantastic if you want to read playing cards. It gives you a nice overview. And she also talks about prediction. If you want to have predictors, it's a good thing to use. And I have used the predictors, and they actually were right on the money, which is kind of freakish, to be honest with you. But maybe it was accidental. I don't know. So she also has Anna Cortez has been exposed to playing cards for very many years, since she was young, because her dad read playing cards, and her dad's girlfriends read playing cards, and then he illustrated his playing cards. And some of these are illustrated. Oh, they're all actually illustrated. To give you, like the RWS, they give you little pictures to kind of go on to recognize what that, the 6 of diamonds means, or the 2 of hearts. And then this one here is a more recent one. Very large cards, which I usually don't like, but I was just so taken by the deck, I just was drawn to buy them. So this is her more recent. It's the Alchemy Deck. I think it's called the Alchemy Deck, or Alchemical Deck. I think it's the Alchemical Deck. And I want to show these real fast. Now, she is coming up. She has a contract with, I think it's Red Feather. Is it Red Feather? Or is it some other company? I can't remember. So she'll be coming out with another deck. I'm going to put a link to her YouTube channel, and you'll learn all about it on her YouTube channel, where her next card and book is coming from. And it's coming up pretty soon, in the next few months, I think. So I'm just going to go through these cards real fast. I think that the next deck is this deck, only not so large. I'm thinking, I'm not sure. So we'll just go through it real fast, just to give you a sense of, this is, again, her dad's art put onto the cards. The pip part is gone. It's not on here, which I kind of miss, because the pips for me help me identify the story behind it. But still, it's quite lovely. Okay, some of these might be backwards. So these are done wrong. Oh, no, they're done right. Now, the other thing is, she lays her cards out usually in a column, and they're in order of the head, the throat, the solar plexus, and then the roots, or the bottom. And the top, where the head is the diamond suit, which is money and fire. So the diamond suit is fire with her. But she associates different things with fire. That, this is her, also has a lot to do with money, finances. The next card in the column that she uses is the club suit. Club suit is the air suit. So, you have to kind of figure out it's not hard to figure out, because clubs are, they're made of wood and they grow. So it does seem, it's higher than, if you think of the column, the clubs are like a branch of a tree growing, but it's not the fire, it's the club, which is kind of like a wooden club. And that is the air suit. So we're sort of going down from the fire, the air, the heart, and the earth. So, but she identifies each suit with different things in the tarot. So then we have the air suit, the heart suit, which is, of course, the cups. And then we have the spades is the earth suit, which actually kind of makes sense. Spades, you're digging into the ground. So that's a spade suit. So she reads them differently than in tarot, but that's a small adjustment to make. And they still maintain the properties of that suit. So, and that may be the most important part of it. So the suit of spades would be something that is, it's dark, it's on the darker side, it's a female energy, it's hidden knowledge. Sometimes it's heavy hidden knowledge. The red, the aces of hearts, the heart suit is the solar plexus area, or the heart area, and that's a male energy. The reds are male energy, and the females are more recessive energy. The A of clubs, the clubs are air, and then again I said the aces, the diamonds are fire. But it's the interpretation of the cards stay with the element. So that's something to remember. So we're just going to go through these real fast. 2 of diamonds, 2 of fire, 2 of clubs, 2 of air, 2 of hearts, 2 of cups, and the 2 of spades, 2 of earth. The 3 of diamonds, the 3 of fire, the 3 of swords, the three of clubs, which is not the swords. It's and it's not the wand either. 3 of clubs is the air suit, which actually is the sword suit, isn't it? 3 of clubs is air. 3 of hearts would be comparable to the sword of the cups. The 3 of spades is the earth suit. The 4 of diamonds is fire. The 4 of clubs is air. The 4 of hearts is heart. 4 of spades is earth. The 5 of diamonds is fire. The 5 of clubs is air. The 5 of hearts is heart. The 5 of cups, the 5 of spades is earth. So here you have diamonds, fire, clubs, air, hearts, cups, hearts, heart or solar plexus, 6, earth, fire, air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth. The other thing which she also makes a distinction on are her 9s and 10s. 9s is the end of the suit. And with her, 10s go into the court cards. So you still have the 4 court cards, but you don't have 10. And so the finality of the suit is in the 9, and then we begin again with the court cards starting at 10. And she has the king and the queen, and then they have the pages, a male and female king and queen, a male and female page. And it's not male or females per se, it's that kind of energy. So again, we have fire. Now these would be considered court cards. Air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth, fire, air, water, earth. She also has 2 jokers, great pictures. There's Otto and Toto. If you do use with, if you work with jokers. So now, then there is the book. Now, the new deck will be coming out with another book. I was talking specifically about these cards. But I think a lot of the information will be very similar too, because she's still reading with playing cards. Whatever you learn from this can be transferred to playing cards. And it's much more in depth than what you see. I've seen other people talk about playing cards. Well, you know, you have your reds and your blacks, and your reds are positive, your blacks are negative. Your reds are male, your blacks are female, or vice versa. I mean, there's a lot of leeway because when people work with their cards, you know, you develop a certain intuition. The cards mean something to you. Which for me, I've always read the judgment card as forgiveness. Nowhere in a book have I seen judgment card being forgiveness, but I call it forgiveness. It's just that I choose to see it that way. So there's a lot of leeway because people take interpretations and, you know, say, well, how do you really read a playing card? Because there's a lot of different ways of reading playing cards. But she does sort of have a system, which is kind of interesting. And if you work with the cards, I mean, she encourages you to be intuitive when you read them and, you know, make your own meanings for the cards by looking at them visually or by looking at the element and the numerology of the card. So I've been interested in that more recently. I mean, I'm putting off writing. I guess I'm I'm procrastinating. I don't know. Now this book, I think it's still available. I think it's available. I think this was on. I'm not sure if I get this. I think I got this from her, but I think it's available on Amazon. The playing card articles, and it's a wonderful book if you want really in depth for reading playing cards. I think it's very, very much worth it. I do have another video. I don't know if I have one or two videos about this, but I'll try to find those and link them with this video. So as you see, like here's pictures of her cards. They still have the pips on them, where this other deck doesn't have the pips, but these still have the pips on them. Anyways, it's kind of I was kind of looking forward. And he talks about, like there's the fours. She talks about the fours, the winds. It's interesting how she interprets the cards, and it makes total sense. And you would get your cues from the actual pip, the way they're kind of written on the page. You see the stability is going off. There's something blocking the stability in this card, and it talks about fives are change, sevens are challenges, and that sort of thing. She's really worth listening to on YouTube channels. She used to have this divinatory college. I don't know if that was on her YouTube channel or if it was on her website, but it's worth looking at that if you're interested in reading with playing cards. There was a recent, the last YouTube thing I saw of her was talking about the new book and how it can also be used for ceremonies. Now, I don't do ceremonies, I just do readings, but they were talking about ceremonial work with the cards and being intuitive with the cards. And that was really quite interesting because they talked about Chocolat, the movie. And then, of course, I had to go watch the movie because I had totally forgotten about it. And I watched the movie, Chris and I watched the movie last night, and I don't remember anything about the movie. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember anything about it. It's a wonderful movie. That happened again when I watched another movie. I watched Paris, Texas, and I thought I remembered it. I didn't remember it properly. It's so weird. It's like nothing. I retain nothing of it. Anyway, so this is a little bit showing you about Anna Cortez's playing cards, how to read playing cards, and maybe getting a deck of regular playing cards. She encourages you to, when you read the book, to get just a plain deck of cards, and then putting little notes on the bottom to sort of easier to remember, or doing journaling. So that is that. I'm back in the game for I don't know how long. I have a lot of things going with my Bella stories. I started some new stories. I'm still working on old stories. I'm taking a break right now, so it's fun to get back into a little bit of this. Anyways, thanks for staying with me during these last couple years, and I will be back soon. Have a great day.